हरे कृष्ण। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। Hare Krishna. So we are discussing this point of offenses. So yesterday we were trying to analyze it. So here we'll go in little detail about the same discussion. So I'll just revise what we have discussed, because this topic we have to remember more and more. That's the reason we are discussing in more detail. And so yesterday we were discussing this aspect. That of course we'll discuss this 10 offenses in detail only, a little detail, not so much, but we are trying to understand the root of all the problems. We do not manufacture the holy name, we prepare the environment for his arrival. That means the approach should be, we should not try to force ourselves to chant better. We create a proper condition so that holy name can descend into our consciousness. So this is the first thing. The ultimate goal is not improved vocalization, but the cultivation of an internal environment where the holy name is satisfied to settle permanently. Your heart should be like that, so that the holy name will come, right? And then the 10 offenses, the root cause is the aham mamadi paramo. That is the cause, the ego. I have also seen, I committed very bad offenses, many. And I saw whenever I thought of myself, my selfishness, I gave pain to others. So now I feel very sad about it. That why did I give them pain? Because because I have very strong desire to enjoy, and then we don't care only that whether what the person is going through, what type of unhappiness and suffering, we don't care only. So then we create problems for others. If we do any wrong, if we are suffering from our own anarthas, Krishna will not mind much. But our anarthas cause pain to others, na, then Krishna is definitely going to punish. And we don't have any remedy until the devotee forgives us. We have to go through the pain. We have to struggle so much. So the devotee should sincerely feel, okay, Krishna, forgive this fellow. I am okay now. So until that devotee says, there is no hope for us. So that is the root. So the external, the hanging fruit, na, the offense, gross, deadly manifestation of blaspheming devotees is the first offense. But the root is this offense, the hidden anchor of false ego. And all others are misaligned, misaligned faith, philosophical deviation, and corrupt daily practices. So anarthas are four categories. Say we are in the Bhajana Kriya stage. We are Ado Shraddha, Sadhusanga, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti. In Anartha Nivritti, anarthas are four categories. Tattva Vibhrama, Hridaya Daurbalya, and Aparadha, that is the fourth one. What is it? Asat Trishna. Asat Trishna. So they are different at the level of Manas, Buddhi, Chitta, and Ahankar. We have seen them also, how deeper and deeper they are. So then we are seeing this offenses. The 10th offense is not separate item, it's a continuum that we discuss. Then sub 10 root of all offenses, aham mamadi param. Okay. Then we have seen the root is false ego, and then the stem is the intolerance and envy, inability to tolerate the success of others. Then the bud, fault finding, the internal narrative of critic, and the fruit is we blaspheme the devotees, or we try to uh, do something which is harming them. So this is all same only because of false ego, infatuation with oneself, so much into oneself. So blasphemy does not happen in vacuum. A person infatuated with themselves cannot tolerate others, leading directly to the first and the most serious offense. And offending a pure devotee causes direct pain to the holy name. Satam Ninda, it is targeting Satam. The consequence, holy name maintains a deeply only maintains a deeply intimate relation with such a devotee. Offending them is identical to offending the holy name itself, regardless of our ignorance of these relationships. So these are the ties. Again, we'll come back to the first one. I'm just trying to uh, give, yeah. So all this just in one line, all the offenses is second offense is materializing the name, ordinary material sound vibration. That's what instead of thinking it's a transcendental reality non different from the Lord. Third is disrespecting Guru, viewing him the man ordinary mortal. So he is a transparent via media of mercy. That's how we should see him. Fourth is blaspheming Shastra. That means treating Vedic scriptures as ordinary literature. But but it should be, we should know that it's directly infallible words of Lord. Fifth is interpreting the glories, giving speculative mundane interpretation. But what should be the proper thing? Accepting description of names potency literally and factually. Sixth is imaginary name, treating the name as a man-made invention, but we should accept it as an revealed reality. Seventh is to commit sins on the strength of the holy name, using the name as a calculated license to commit sin, but it's an extreme in front of the process. Eighth is equating to pious acts, viewing chanting as equal to ordinary charity act, austerities, or pilgrimage, recognizing it as the supremely independent. And that is the reality. It's not some ordinary mundane. So we discussed that most of the people, especially Indian people, have this. They'll equate chanting with other things also. That's why they don't get any benefit. No, independently sufficient. Nothing is needed. And lack of faith, approaching the process with indifference, inattention, or dismissiveness towards instructions. So this is a foundation of deep reverence is needed. So now again we'll come back to that these things individually also. The true humility must simultaneously permeate the heart, speech, and body. So there are the four solutions we have discussed. First is cultivating humility with heart, speech, and body. Second is to become from self ego centered to guru centered and then Krishna centered life. And taking association of sadhus. Sadhu Sangha is a very careful, intentional association is needed. So we try to imitate actively, trying to repeat. And the fourth one is repentance. When we have repentance, it will work. So these are the four solutions we discuss. Now we'll come to, yes, anatomy of offense. So we'll go a little more deeper from that. So the mechanics of spiritual reprogramming. So that is the thing. The point is we do not discuss offenses actually properly. The goal is to uh, so induce paranoia. We don't want to discuss to induce paranoia. Are to become make people are fearful. Baapre, everything is offense. No. The goal is to elevate automatic subconscious mechanisms formed over countless lifetimes into conscious awareness. That is the purpose of discussing all these offenses, not to make us fearful, but to make us come out of our subconscious mechanics to conscious awareness. So when I know, see here, subconscious sphere, na, the negative sanskaras are so deep. It's all dark, dark, dark. What we are doing, we are putting light on it. As soon as you put light, we can come out of that conditioning. That is how it works. Say, for example, I have so much negativity about somebody, and unconsciously also I feel negative only about him. But suddenly, one time we got an opportunity and we sat with him and we openly discussed what all I feel about, what all my misunderstandings are. And then he clarifies everything. Then it becomes aware, oh, he's not such a bad person, what I thought. He's a good person only. So, in that way, the conscious sphere, then all our misunderstandings are gone and we'll be very free. That's how it works. Once an unconscious mechanism becomes conscious, it can be dismantled. Offenses as a subconscious survival mechanism. So here there is struggle for existence that is there in every living entity. So, but what is happening is that infragment on others. So we see that there are limited resources because of which there is exploitation. And then there is feeling of threat, defensiveness that causes offense. Please understand this loop very nicely. So yesterday I told one reason. If you have why offenses as a subconscious survival mechanism. If you have, I told na offense is the best defense. That's how we are doing it. We are committing offense as a defense to us. So this is a causal loop diagram is what molding. So our offensive nature is inherent to material body, not a random moral failing. We false ego feels threatened in a world of limited resources. It reacts automatically, protect itself. So it's a natural reaction because we have struggle for existence. That means we infragment on others means we are separating ourselves from others, and because of which we are separate, others are separate. And then we see the resources are limited. So what should I do? Exploitation. And then there is a feeling of threatened, so I have to defend myself. And then offense is the best form of defense for the false ego. That's how it happens. Like say everybody want to get into first rank, but first rank is only for one person, but thousand people are competing. Limited resources. And that's why Varnashrama is so important because there is no that that type of competition. That's why it's a little less envy-free society. Very less envy. That system is made in such a way. But now it is full of envy because everybody want to go to the top. In Varnashrama, it was not going to the top. It is about doing the duty. So that was an entire different system only. So anyway, there is feeling of threat and defenses. And now the generations which are coming, na, they are in a much more complicated state. From childhood only they are struggling so much. At least in our school time and all, there was competition, but still there was some sort of peace also. They are not so much struggling. But now I see that children are struggling so much because the whole direction is wrong only. So please you add your own examples for this analogy. Limited resources, feeling threatened, and offenses. Hope you are all big preachers, so you'll not have problem with this. Now I also told another point is materialistic vision is also causing offense. Okay, that is also coming again. No problem. So universal antidote of santapa. The minimum requirement for neutralizing an offense is a deep, permanent state of remorse, santapa, because we are almost always offensive. This burning regret must become a permanent state of Vaishnava heart. So we are almost always offensive. This is the situation. Ajamilana is exception. Somehow he didn't do it. But it is not in everybody's case. We all have, because there is a mechanism only like that. From the previous slide, you can understand. So the ego feels threatened in a world of limited resources. It is not a random moral failing. It is an inherent to the material body, right? That is why it is inherent. It is not. Everybody has this. Like say now we say Prime Minister of India is a good person, very good person. Like I was having this argument with my mother. He said, "Oh, such a nice person, such a selfless person." I said, "No, he that is also ego only. Now he is selfless person for Indians. What about Pakistan and Bangladesh and China? He is not a selfless person for them. he is he is doing because he identifies with India. He is thinking I have to do for this country, but he is putting bombs on Pakistan, na? So what does that mean? That means offense is there. The best form of defense is offense. So there will be offensiveness. That is not. I am not saying it is. It is natural only. I know many of them are his fans here, but you have to know it philosophically also. That the point is the offense is an automatic state. It's a not the what do you say, moral, random moral failing. It's an inherent to material body. As soon as you identify something, you say you can selflessly sacrifice for your country. But we have some offense in us. There are so many people who are against like that. So there is offense. Cruelty of heart, apathy and indifference. So if a person commits offense, you don't feel only anything. And that is actually happening with the, see, this apathy and indifference. Na, this is the symptom of sense gratification. Too much of enjoyment, and that's actually what is happening in the youth now. They are doing so much sense gratification, and whoever is doing it, I can tell myself, sense gratification makes us indifferent to other person's pain. We cannot even understand, empathize what the person is going through. That I can tell myself that this definitely happens like this. We don't understand. We are self interest is there. Aham mamadi param. But somebody's remorse, a burning regret and tears, emotional openness and ability to forgive. So this is what should happen. I'm repeating it because we'll forget all these things. So this is that goes, all these things goes like this only. More a person enjoys, more they become indifferent. Why the children are becoming indifferent to parents? More they are becoming indifferent to parents compared to previous times. Why old parents are not taken care? Because of this indifference only. They are so much into sense gratification, they cannot feel the pain of parents, or they cannot experience the emotions also which they are trying to give. We hear now King Dashrath Maharaj was, he killed Shravan. He was very devoted to the old parents, and now by mistake he killed him. Now you see, he was taking care of the parents, and that was the most important thing for his life. And he is glorified. Even Ramayana happened millions of years ago. Still, that person is glorified. That was actually Varnashrama. That's interested in duty. But now there is no Varnashrama. People are interested in sense gratification. Their purpose is not duty, their purpose is sense gratification. And anything can come in between sense gratification, it's a obstacle, and we have to avoid it. So old parents are obstacle. Finish, remove them. So you don't teach children duty, you teach children enjoyment. So how can they take care of old parents when they become invalid and all? Not possible. And now the whole system, even parents want to teach, they are helpless. The whole system is like that. Anyway, why I am telling is because this in cruelty of heart is so much happening in nowadays. When I go to college, na principal says, sir, Swamiji, children, na, they are so much interested in making fun of others. And now some small mistake somebody does, everybody trying to make fun of him, bullying him, and they are experiencing so much pleasure in that only nowadays. And all this roasting and other things, people make so much all what is stand up comedians. Everything is so negative, so indifferent, and lack of all this empathy. This is because of cruelty of heart. This is all offensive nature. We should not associate only. Anyway, only a repentant person can actually feel the presence of Lord. The diverge, even if we are hearing news negative about other countries, negative about other parties, if you don't like, we should know our heart is becoming cruel. If we hear that opposite whatever party we are supporting, the opposite party person is suffering and they are feeling pained and what do you say, melted down. These are all offenses. It is not good for our heart. The divergent flow of love and apara. So this we have discussed. The constant blessing. So and apara. So it's a ego problem. So love is conscious flow of thoughts surcharged with constant blessing. May everything be good for them. So this is what we should feel. But wherein aparad is a defensive closure that instinctively harms to find faults to protect oneself. So this is the tendency is there. I want to be always right. Who want to be right? False ego want to be right. To make myself right, I have to prove that other person is wrong. And this I have done n number of times. I know to make myself right, I have put others else wrong. I told how that person is wrong. I proved to others also how that person is wrong. But for what? To prove that I am right. It's not about he is right or wrong. It's about I am right to establish. So backbone of Anartha Nivritti is constant monitoring. What will what will I am doing bring joy to the Lord or grief? So what I am doing, whether it is bringing joy. So this is now recentering the gravity of the self. Egocentric I mind and sadhu centered heart subordinating the will, learning practical surrender and complete absorption in Krishna. So jumping directly egocentric to Krishna centric is nearly impossible. Understand? We cannot directly become Krishna centric like. The sadhu centric stage is the essential practice ground where we learn to subordinate our will, practice tangible surrender, and adopt a transcendental vision. This is such a important point. And then honeybee mentality and utopian mentality. So one is that offense. So now we'll come to the first offense. So I told yesterday also the most important point from the yesterday. What there are many important points, but one important point is unless we give holy name as the number one priority in life, holy name will not reveal us to us. Holy name will not be revealed unless we make holy name the number one priority in life. So that is the most important thing we should do. And Bhagavatam is number one priority. Holy name is number one priority. Then they will reveal. Otherwise, we will do offensive chanting only. Holy name will not reveal. It's an offensive way of dealing. Say, example, Prime Minister came to your house and you are making me sit and you gave some water and you became busy taking care for your dog and doing other cleaning activities, washing your clothes, drying, and Prime Minister is sitting there. Will he come next time again to our house? He will say, no. If I am coming, you should fully attend to me. Full. So holy name is like that. He needs love. Krishna needs love. Fully you attend to Krishna, he'll be very happy. No other. Yashoda Mai, wanted to do some other thing. Krishna, she went and she's trying to take care of the milk. What did Krishna do? He broke the pot. He said, "No, I am number one." Krishna don't tolerate. He's jealous lover. So we have to keep Krishna as number one priority. Then only it will work. Otherwise, it won't work. He will not respond. Yeah, we are attending Krishna's devotee also, no problem for Krishna. Then also holy name will work. Radhanand Maharaj says 90% of your advancement is in serving Vaishnavas. Another class he said 99% of your advancement is in chanting the holy name. And devotee asked, Maharaj, you said there 90% serving Vaishnavas I will advance, and 99% my advancement is chanting holy name. How is it possible? Maharaj said, see, if you serve Vaishnavas, then you can chant the holy name. That's why it is connected. So when we serve Vaishnavas, then our chanting will be very nice. And then we'll make advancement. So it is 90% and 99%. So not wrong. It's same only. So you serve Vaishnavas, then also holy name will be very happy, not a problem. So now we will come to this sadhaninda, the utopian trap. So here, always remember, false ego is the problem of offenses. Lack of faith, ashraddha is the cause of offenses. And then we have to understand the holy name is merciful, but he's a person, he's very sensitive, right? If you don't give him priority, he will not respond. So that was from the previous. And then four solutions which we have discussed from the previous one is cultivate humility, make guru-centered life, associate Vaishnavas, and repent. Now we will start the offenses little briefly only. Will not go more deep. There is no utopian circumstance in this material world. A sadhu may possess material faults, but these are eclipsed by their exclusive shelter in Lord Krishnaika Sharanam. So the point is, we have to see how many people are there who are taking shelter of Krishna. That is the most very, very less people. So for us, the criteria is he is taking shelter of Krishna, he is a devotee. Other things are secondary only. Other faults, eventually they will go away and he will go back home back to Godhead. So great exalted people also, they will also have some faults, but that is not what we should see. Our only vision is the honeybee mentality. Searches purely for the nectar and essence, finds the good and progresses spiritually. But other utopian mentality is what? Oh, we demand external perfection. We find faults everywhere and become disillusioned, falls into impersonalism, Mayavada. So these are the two dangers. See, Prabhuji, this fellow did this fellow did this fellow did this. Wait a minute. What is the most important is he want to surrender to Krishna, na? Yes. Then forget about all other things. This metal world is full of fault only. Even if Ravana comes, Lord Ram says, I'll accept him. If he has one quality, what is that? I am ready to surrender. So if this person is surrender, we say Prabhuji is not devotee only, he is doing so many mistakes. Like yesterday I was one devotee was complaining, Prabhuji, I am ordering prasadam in the train and everybody is charging, all our property only. That much costly they are putting prasadam. All these ISKCON people are charging so much prasadam. I said, Arey, you are also ISKCON only. You are not from outside. So the point is that we see that we find faults in devotees so much. They are, it is default. And say, no, he's doing business, let him do business. But one important thing is he likes Krishna. He want to be with Krishna. So that is the most important thing for us. All the other things are secondary. So that is a honeybee mentality. We should not go for. And what happens if we do like that? We fall into impersonalism. That means even staying with devotees, we become impersonalist. We don't want to relate with anyone. There are some devotees like that. Prabhuji, I and Krishna and Guru, nobody in between, no Vaishnavas. I keep distance only. This is impersonal mentality. And this is another very important. So first thing is honeybee mentality. Only see one quality. What is that? Krishnaika Sharanam. If we see that, other things will keep aside. That is not important. He want to surrender to Krishna. Very few souls are there like that. Second thing, viewing through the lens of devotion. So this I was telling yesterday also. If you have material lens, why material lens are there? Because this, if I see things in this world with material lens, I have full opportunity to enjoy it because it does not belong to anyone. Say there are fruits and flowers and everything in a garden. If I know there is a owner, even if I want to take it, I ask the owner and take it, and then no problem. But if I see there is no owner and I don't accept there is somebody, I know I'm just alone and nobody is there around, what I will do? Oh, it's all for me. So I don't want to see the owner because I want to enjoy this world. So that's the reason scientists, I was telling yesterday, they're trying to say that there is no owner for this world. Apratishtamte, Jagatahur Anishwaram. So this is what the demonic mentality. Asatyam apritishtamte, Jagatahur Anishwaram. There is no Ishvara there. If no Ishvara means, yes, I can happily exploit it. So if a woman is going, husband is there, nobody will dare to look at. But if you don't see, then only there is exploiting mentality. So that is the problem with our conditions. We want to enjoy others' property. Why? Because of material vision. This is all Krishna's property. How can we enjoy Krishna's property? Only when you say, when you know that there is no Krishna there. That's what is second shloka, Chatushloki Bhagavatam. Second shloka is about that only. That uh, Jnanam Savijnanam. That means looking this world in connection with Krishna. If you don't see this world in connection to Krishna, then Maya will catch. So we must not turn a blind eye to the shortcomings like Roberts. So material shortcomings and physical flaws when you see in a material vision. But we can see faults, but we must not allow them to obscure the transcendental virtues. What is that? Illuminates the inner core, that is Krishnaika Sharanam, exclusive shelter of Krishna. So we should have a spiritual vision, then we will not see the material things. The core thing will be visible to us. So the remedy is, the root of this offense is unfavorable association. The cure is associate of those free from Ninda and actually actively glorify devotees. So same thing. We have to see the nectar. We have to have that vision also. For that vision, we have to be devotees who have that vision. That means they also are not interested in finding fault. They are looking into good. So this is the first offense. And then first offense, we have seen the four categories. If you remember, seeing with material vision, the previous bad habits and present previous bad activities and no conditionings. So these are the some things which we have discussed, how we find faults in devotees. And then comes the second offense. So now we are having the problem with first offense. We look at devotees and we have list of some faults with everyone. Not everyone, some of them we see that also. And like if somebody tells about this happened to this happened to it, we should feel bad hearing. If we are not feeling bad when we are hearing negative about devotees, then we are offensive. Like I'll come and tell Prabhuji, you know what happened? This Maharaj did like this Prabhuji did like this Mataji did like this. When you hear, if you are not feeling sad and you are feeling some sort of joy, know that there is a problem. We should feel sad. Array, such a nice devotee, why it is happening? Krishna, please help them. That's how we should feel. You're understanding the difference? Material conception of the name. So this is second offense. To the silent offense, demigod worship is only the first line of the offense. To consider the names of Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma to be equal and independent of names of Lord Vishnu is a part of this offense. But the second part is the deeper issue is differentiating the Lord from his holy name because we project our material limitations onto the transcendental realm. So this is the second offense. So this is flawed sambandha jnana. What is that? Flawed sambandha jnana is called tattva vibhrama also. A deeply materialistic worldview. So same thing. Tattva, tattva vibhrama is materialistic worldview, not seeing the connection of this world with Krishna. No boss, I am the boss. So what happens is this is deeply materialistic worldview. They don't want God. It is a great obstacle, right? And what happens? This is hidden Mayavada. The belief that all demigods are equal to Lord or independent object of worship, multi worship for personal profit, failing to recognize utter dependence on Krishna. That's why all this uh, Shani Puja, this yajna, that yajna, all this offense, second offense only we are doing. Why we have to go to somebody else if holy name is there? Then holy name says that you go to them only. Now why are you coming to me? Nothing to do with me. So the holy name will not respond. If somebody is doing all these homas, yajnas, and vratas at home and going to demigod, this puja, that puja, Shani dan, this dan, forget about it. Holy name will say, I am not going to respond. You do whatever you want. You are not taking shelter of me. You have so many other things. They they will get results of worshiping demigods, but holy name will not give any result. Holy name says, no, if you want me, you should have want me only. You go here, there, I am not going to work. So this is called flawed Sambandha Jnana. So many questions come, na? Devotees are asking, Prabhuji, Vastu Puja, astrology, this, that. That is not a problem. That is science. But if you go to any other people other than holy name will not respond. It's a second offense. Clear? Comprehending Achinta Shakti. The Lord cannot be understood by logic alone. Achinta Shakti means, this actually one more point I forgot. See, we have two material limitations in transcendental realm. We think name and person are different for us. But in transcendental realm, name and Nam and Nami are not different. That is a sorry. So Lord cannot be understood by logic alone. Achinta Shakti means he is incomprehensible to material logic, but fully realized through experience. The Lord can manifest completely from anywhere, including the holy name. So he is not different from the holy name. It's a material logic is should fit, everything should fit in my box. But spiritual logic is not like that. It will not fit in our thought process, beyond our thought. What we can understand, it is something more than our understanding. It's not that we cannot understand Lord. We can understand Lord, but not with our logic. That is the point. Lord can be realized, but not with our logic. So associate with those who have realized the Lord's presence in everything. That is the point. And then we have the third offense is Gurur Avagnya. Disrespecting Guru being begins subtly. The false ego materializes the spiritual master, bringing him down to our level so we can conditionally accept only what we like. This is also another thing. If you stay with Guru so much closely, na, there is a problem. If you don't know his speciality, and that's why not everybody is allowed to serve Guru. It is danger for them only. And if we don't find, we are not mature. Like recently, Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj came to Hyderabad. He was staying for 40 days. He came for treatment. Now, if you see, Are, why Guru is sick? If you say Guru is sick, means his material body. No, he is transcendental only. Krishna is arranging his sick so that we can get purified. I got opportunity to serve him. That is the best part of my life. Good serve Maharaj. So the point is, I understood. This is Krishna's arrangement for me. That is, it is always. If we should not have any material vision like that, we should always see how Krishna is helping us. So bringing him down to our level so we can conditionally accept what we like, that is the danger. So false ego materializes spiritual master. No, they are transcendental personalities. So there are the four levels: Ninda, Dvesha, Upeksha, and Avagnya. So when I doubt whether my guru is right or wrong, I try to understand how he is right. Because this devotion overshadows everything. We should know he is always right. First is that there is external criticism, internal menace, ignoring the instructions, and I know better. So it starts from where avagnya, condescension is I know better. So from there it starts, and then we fall down. We come to upeksha, ignore the instruction. Further we fall down, dvesha, internal menace. Further we fall, there is ninda. This is actually what is happening. The Ritviks, na, they are at this level. Full criticizing, so dangerous for them. So we should not feel that I know better than my guru. This is always we should give suggestion. Even guru gives materially something wrong also, no problem. Why no problem? Because guru should be center, na. That's why. If my false ego is center, I'll be in trouble. That's why better go with gurus, even though it looks little more less productive or less profitable or less whatever. I know I have a better idea than guru. Still, it is not a problem. Better go with guru because at least my ego will not be played and I will be protected from my ego. That is the point. So we should know it's mercy only, Guru. The architecture of true parampara. Truth must be validated. So the point is, right or wrong is not based on external thing. Right or based on what? Who is in the center? Whether the activity is right or wrong is based on who is in the center. Guru is center. Let it be happening the way he want. Clear? Then we'll not have this problem. Then there is no avagnya. Then there is no upeksha, dvesha, ninda. This will not come. Otherwise, it will come. Truth must be validated in a specific sequential order. Sadhu comes before Shastra to prevent independent ego driven interpretation. The Guru applies the subtleties of the Shastras in practice, and all three must perfectly align. Very important point. Please try to understand this little attentively. If we read Shastra, we will read with our vision and we try to justify what we are doing through the help of Shastras. So that's why we should not read Shastra with our vision. We should see the Shastras in light of Sadhu, that is Acharya's commentaries only. That's how it is happening. The scriptures they teach from form elevated onto the foundation of the saints. So see the base is who? Sadhu is the base. The great saints and acharyas of the past, the necessary foundational lens. So we have to look Shastra in the lens of sadhus. And on that the Guru is establishing. So first is sadhu, and then based on sadhus, we are looking at Shastras. And what Guru is doing, he refines and explains the subtleties in active practice. How to apply it, Guru will help us. Siksha Guru and Diksha Guru, they are helping how to apply. But below is Sadhu. After that comes Shastra. The scriptures they teach from and elevate onto the foundation of saints. Clear? This is a very, very important understanding that we have to go with sadhus first, then Shastra, then Guru. That means it should be all aligned. And then the fourth offense. The dead end of material logic. Blaspheming scriptures happen when we take statements out of context, find apparent contradictions using material logic, and reject them. Shastra is the only source of knowledge for spiritual realm, right? Like material logic, will end up in dead end only, atheism and impersonalism. But we go with Amneya principle, Dashamula Tattva, which are given by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Then the revelation must transform from book into the heart. The holy name reveals himself only to those with a humble attitudes towards Shastra. So this is divine revelation will happen. This is the only method. So material logic we cannot understand Shastra. So again we'll put everything in one sheet. First is offenses, Satam Ninda. We'll only do first four offenses today. Tomorrow, devotees want will continue with the remaining offenses. First offense is Sadhu Ninda. Nature and subtleties, it is the grossest and it is against devotees. What is the core psychological problem? Fault finding, inability to see devotion in others. And what is the key remedy? Associate with those free from criticism. Nindadi shunyam hidamipsita sangalabdya. We have to be with devotees who are nindadi shunyam, who are free from criticism. And we have to glorify devotees. So this is the solution. And second offense is namagana. So the Ruchi, like sorry, not having, we are seeing the holy name grossly. Second grossest offense. So differentiating name from Lord and material conception. Study Achintya Bheda Bhedat and associate with realized souls. So this is the, that means we have Tattva Vibrama here, not seeing difference from the Lord and the holy name and material nature and Lord also. That is also causes this offense. And then Guru or Avajna, see, first two are grossest and gross. But when it comes to third, now it is settled. Shastra Ninda is much more subtler. And like that, it is subtle, 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 and then comes the 10th offense, which is the subtlest. So it's a progression of subtlety. The gross two are first two offenses are very gross. So materializing the gurus and conditional surrender. Beg forgiveness with tears, practice spontaneous surrender to Guru. And then Shruti Shastra Ninda, it is much more subtle. Material logic applied to spirit, finding contradictions. So this is what happens to many people. And learn Dashamula Tattva, approach humbly under guidance. And offense and love cannot remain together, and we should feel very unforgettable, unforgettable till we have envy. Sorry, uncomfortable till we have envy. Okay. The path of Anatravit is not about carrying guilt, but about maintaining hyper vigilant love. Okay. Thank you very much. Any questions, comments? Mhm. Yes, Ruparani Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Dandapana. Thank you for
Wonderful.
the wonderful class Prabhuji regarding these offenses. Prabhuji, in this last one chart you showed, no Prabhuji, this four, last one.
Yeah, all four have been together.
All together, no Prabhuji. So in this 10 offenses, why it is first given, since it is gross, the Satan Ninda is given, Prabhuji, because offenses against holy name, but they are first to blaspheme the devotees only they are saying first, It's not about the Nama. So since it is the grosses, it is given first, Prabhuji, or giving importance to the devotees.
It will directly be seen. Na? See, if I have Guru Bhavagnya, it is subtle.
Hmm.
It will not be seen. Na? But whereas offending devotees, it can be seen. You are speaking also, you are sometimes people beat also. So it is gross. You are directly doing it. But if Shastra Ninda, we may not do it immediately, but we may feel inside our heart. That when it
Mm.
comes to devotees, it is more gross. It
Ah,
manifests also because the
okay.
envy is like grossly manifested in our action. Devotees, it
Mm.
manifests in action. That's why.
Mm. Okay. So, okay, fine, Prabhuji. And one more thing I was about to ask. Yeah, Prabhuji. See, because of our conditioning only, since because of the anarthas only, when we are doing, we are applying that anartha towards the devotee, it becomes aparadha, no, right, Prabhuji? It is like that only now. When it is becoming aparadha, Prabhuji, the offenses, I mean the anarthas, when we are using our, whether it is anger or envy, anything, whatever it is, that only.
Anarthas are four categories.
Ah,
Anarthas are Tattva Vibrama, Asat
mm,
Trishna, Hridaya
mm,
Daurbalya, and Aparad. So one of the
aparadha.
aspects of anarthas are aparadas.
Okay.
Like say one aspect of our conditioning is we commit offenses.
Princess. So we have to remove. So it is only by anartha, because of the anarthas only we are doing these offenses. So it's these offenses are directly proportional to anartha only, right? No, Prabhuji.
Yes, yes, yes.
So we have to come out of this. We have to come to this anartha nivritti, nishta
Yes.
stage. Then only we'll be safe, right, Prabhuji? Otherwise,
No, anarthas are much more settled. After Nishtha also, till Prema also, people do offenses. So we may be free from Tattva Vibhrama will happen by the stage of Nishtha. Before
hmm,
that only, we can be
hmm,
free from Tattva Vibhrama. And
hmm,
we will be free from, what do you
material
say,
desire. Mm.
material desires also.
But
And
Hridaya
we can be free
Daurbalyam,
from Hridaya Daurbalya, it's more settler. But when
uh,
it comes to Aparad, it is much, 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 much more.
that's what Prabhuji. See, Hridaya
It goes
Daurbalyam, it
till
is
Prema
very.
also. Vivadaharbalya can go till maybe to some other level, but offenses is until we get Prema, there will be offenses. Even at the level of Bhava also, there can be offenses. Chance of
Okay.
offense, not offenses, chance of offense.
Chances are there. So
Mm.
Hridaya Daurbalyam also it is so subtle, no Prabhuji, because the weakness of the heart, it is there from the
That
chitta,
is at the
the
level of
condition.
Chitta only. This is at the level of
Yeah,
Ahankara.
chitta, no, the level of chitta. This is at the level of
But
false
that is
ego.
at the Ahankara.
So when
That's
you
why.
uproot the false ego only, you will come out of this offense. It is like that, no
Uh,
Prabhuji.
yes, yes.
So it's not so easy.
No, nothing is easy in this world.
What is the hope, Prabhuji? Only chanting.
We have to we take shelter of
Because
Krishna.
the association of devotees is allergy now, no? After hearing all this, you have to be very conscious. You have to be very consciously deal with the
No, we have
devotees.
to give up our material vision. That's the point. If you
Mm.
take devotees as material, then only you will have problem. Otherwise, we will not do offenses. We consider them as ordinary people. They are not ordinary.
Mm.
This is not applicable to us. We should not think I am not ordinary. I am special. No. Others, we are no, we
No,
are
no, no.
ordinary.
Prabhuji, but when something is happening from that those devotees, that time only even we are reacting, no, Prabhuji. Normally we don't say anything, no. Some when some issues come, that time only we are reacting, no, Prabhuji. So that time it is very difficult to apply that principle. They are Krishna's persons like that, you know.
Yeah, if you don't look, then Krishna will not look at you.
Okay. And okay, Prabhuji, yeah, understood. Yes, we have to apply it practically. Prabhuji, regarding that second one, the last, but the previous slide, it is given, no, Prabhuji, it is actually the second one is equating with other than Brahma and Shiva only, no, Prabhuji, to consider the names of Lord Brahma and Shiva to be equal to or independent of Lord Vishnu. But it is not about demigods, it is something that is given, no, Prabhuji, in the previous slide.
More is also there
Why it
that
is given on the Lord's name only? It is in a what, Prabhuji? It's not like demigod. They are not mentioning about demigods in that, no, Prabhuji.
No, it is not about just demigod. It is also
Hmm.
about the how you are
Hmm.
viewing the holy name as material or as a you are seeing it non different from Krishna. That is also second offense only.
Oh, okay. That is because of that only you are equating with the demigods. That is the principle, right? It's
There
like
is a
that.
possibility of equating, or that may be separately also equating. You are thinking that demigod name also same, Krishna name
Ah,
also same.
because we think Nama is material. That is why we are
Um,
equating. It is
yeah,
like that. Prabhuji. That is
yeah,
understanding.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay, 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 Prabhuji. Fine. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Srinivas Basu.
Hare Krishna, Dhanutram Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Um, Prabhuji, my question is related to the example which you are saying regarding your mother about the Prime Minister like Pakistan, the way he's attacking, throwing bombs. So if somebody is attacking you and like Bhagavad Gita is all about that Krishna is telling Arjuna, you get up and fight. And so if the enemy is like torturing you or entering into your area, and then if you don't fight or throw bombs, so how to understand in devotee's life that if somebody is uh, disturbing you a lot, so how to deal as a devotee, how should devotee deal in such situations?
See, we should not get exploited, and we should not we should not become affected by them. We should protect ourselves. That is 100% sure. Only thing is we should not become envious of them. That is the problem. So we start hating them, na? That is where the problem comes. We should not hate the person. We should hate the sin.
Like what Maharaj says that hate this sin, not the sinner.
So we should not have hatred for the people there.
Hmm.
We should only know that this is a wrong mentality they have, and we have to protect ourselves. So then there is no problem.
Okay, so basically to deal with the situation and not getting envious of that.
That's why we give the example of children and parents. Parents punish children, but they are not envious of children.
Hmm.
So we also punish them, but we are not envious of them.
Wonderful. Very nice. And probably how do we understand that this sabhava of a person, which is very deep rooted, how, because even if somebody is a very nice devotee, but his sabhava is like that, and because of his sabhava, he does so many things. Otherwise, he is practicing his devotional life very nicely, but his basic sabhava is in a way which is not, and it's not in his hand also because it is very deep rooted. So how to overcome that basic sabhava of any person which is favorable for devotional life?
Sabhava, if you have a problem with your sabhava, it should not cause trouble to others. That is the danger.
So
As long
that's
as
what
your
my point is.
sabhava
It is causing the problem to others, and that person is, uh, in fact, a leader kind of thing. But his sabhava is like that, and so how, because of that, the other mm, people are getting disturbed. So how to, and he's practicing his devotional life nicely or whatever. We don't want to judge somebody, but because of that sabhava, we see many times that it disturbs the, in fact, the neophytes or the mediocres. So they're not that mature, but they get disturbed because of the sabhava of the other person. So how to understand that?
personally, we should keep distance from such people if it is affecting us. And about others, it is between them and Krishna. If they are sincere, they will also take shelter of somebody who can help them, and they can also come out of it. So we cannot do for everyone.
Hmm.
Somebody who are with you, you can help them. Second is you can you can keep distance from that person so that you will not get affected.
Hmm.
So that is the only thing we should do. But we should not criticize.
We try like that, but somehow it remains in the mind. So how to? It's not. It still whenever we just remember the name of the person. So and we don't want, like you are rightly saying, that we dissociate, but still the mind is such a nasty thing that the moment you remember that person, so you remember his activities. So how to if completely forget that and give up? I don't want to.
That means it is not his problem. That is our problem.
Hmm?
That means it is not his problem. That is our problem.
Very true. That's what my question is, that how to overcome that thought process which is coming to
So
our mind.
here today we are discussing the solutions. Na? We have to see that he has a desire to serve Krishna. So that is the only quality we have to look. That is a honeybee mentality. We should develop that mentality. Said, okay,
And
he wants to surrender to Krishna.
ignoring other things. No?
We should not take other things seriously. It's none of our business.
Hmm. It's actually little difficult. So how to can you just how easily we can give up that? We just if we glorify or see that he's serving Krishna, or is there uh, anything
No,
else
you
which
have to
can
tell
help
to
us?
yourself only. You have to tell to yourself that this is not important. This is not important. So you have to
Keep reminding.
keep reminding yourself.
Hmm.
So now you heard it. At least today you apply. And again,
Yeah,
you,
generally what matlab, I do that, but still it's there in some corner of the mind, and it pops up,
that's why I'm
and
telling you, it is not their fault. It is our
it's
fault.
our fault. Very true. Very true. Very true. So that was the only thing that I wanted to how to overcome our problem. We don't.
Yes. So, we have to overcome again and again repeat.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Vandavan Gopal.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. That's Prabhu. So, Prabhuji, thank you very much. So, very all the points were very loaded today. So, Prabhuji, my question is specific to related to the fourth offenses. Like generally, fourth offense is like blaspheming the literature, Vedic literature, or literature in persons of Vedic version, right? So, in the presentation, you're telling ki mostly because of the atheistic and impersonal understanding toward the Shastras it's the root cause of fourth offense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one, right? And like if you have that Amanya and Dashamula Tattva, that kind of understanding, then we'll have a divine revelation. How, as a devotee, we are having atheistic or impersonal understanding about Vedic literature. Like, can you just put some light, Prabhuji? And the second point regarding can you please elaborate a little bit like what is that Amanya principle and Dashamula Tattva for approaching Vedic literatures little bit, which
So,
can
yeah, Amnaya is principle is that we have to follow the Shastra. We have to hear the Shastra. The Shastras are always right. That's how we should. So when blasphemy scriptures is like we are quoting out of context and we are trying to do what means justifying our weakness through the Shastras or finding apparent contradictions in them are like trying to logically understand logic, putting our logic on them. So all these things come in this only. So Dashamula Siddhanta, this Amneya principle is first is in Dashamula Siddhanta. First principle is Amneya, that is Shastra. We have to Shastras are always right. This is the formula for us. And how they are right? Because it is based on we have to see through the vision of the sadhus, not our own. That's why the foundation, if you remember, I gave the foundation as sadhus here. So why sadhus? Because they will, that is the way we should look at Shastras. Above them is Shastra. Base is sadhus. So this is how we can come out of this fourth offense when we look Shastras through sadhus. Then we'll not have problem. Otherwise, we'll have problem. And that's why so many contradictions. Within Bhagavata also we see so much contradictions. Why? Because if you see, if go through Acharya's commentaries, then there is no contradiction. Otherwise, there will be contradiction. So that is the point. The
okay. So
Shastras are always right.
Mhm. Okay, so basically, in summary, means like as a sadhaka devotee, when we are like a quoting or giving the logic from the even from Srimad Bhagavatam out of context to prove our points, then that is also kind of like a blasphemy of the
Yes.
Shaastras. Okay, okay. And Prabhuji, just one more additional questions regarding like like sometimes some devotees maybe like sometimes they behave improperly with us and we feel offended. Okay, and so that time means would although like as a devotee we understand that is maybe because of certain anarthas of that devotees, but still like still we have like when as I think it is the in context to like Srinivas Prasad Prabhu only, like when that devotee come across still like somehow although we see कि, like this devotee is a he's a devotee, still somehow we are having that thought process in the background of the mind. Like means still we keep some distance from that person. So this is a kind of a then is this like a favorable thing like for ourselves? Like still somewhere that thought is in the background of our mind when we see that person. Then somewhere like not a very favorable kind of thought comes in our mind like about that devotees like at least means basically we want to just keep a distance, we don't want to criticize that person but we want to like keep a distance.
If you are
What
not if you are not envious of him, then
Hmm,
you'll not a problem. If there is
hmm,
envy, there is a problem. If you are not feeling any envy or jealous for him,
hmm,
and keeping distance is not a problem.
hmm, hmm. Yeah. So because we don't want to criticize, but we want to keep a distance because if somebody has that unfavorable kind of mindset, so some because if we leave or come in contact with that person, then we may also get influenced. That's why we want to like keep some safe distance. So
Not a
this is
problem.
okay, bro. Harish.
Keshav, please.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Prabhuji, you are explaining that we should see good in devotees and try to, we should be like a bee, like that you are explaining today, Prabhuji. We should see
Yes.
only, even if they do a mistake, we should see that he is a Krishna devotee first, and that is the first thing. Sometimes, Prabhuji, theoretically I can understand, but sometimes when some devotee does something which is against my conditioning, even I am having some condition of right and wrong, na Prabhuji. This is right, this is wrong. So when it falls in wrong in my conditioning, it's very difficult for me to move on, Prabhuji. So can you
No,
suggest
no.
some?
See, one more very important thing I forgot to mention.
Mm,
We cannot be sentimental. Sentimental in the sense anything they do, it's okay only, it's right only. No, right and wrong, we always know and we should always know. There should be discrimination between right and
mm,
wrong. We will not say even if he's doing wrong, because he's
mm.
a devotee, I will not find faults. No.
Yeah.
Wrong is wrong, right is right only.
Mm,
See, the point is we should not be,
mm,
we should separate the person from the mistake. We should not
mm.
become envious of the person. That is the point.
Oh,
It is not about right and wrong. It is about how I am feeling about that person. What is my thought about that person is most important.
that how to say Prabhuji, when some devotee does something wrong, I feel it is wrong. So, what else I should say, Prabhuji, whether it is out of enviousness or I do not know what you are telling now. How to see
See,
that what is my
Now,
feeling?
now if your child is doing anything wrong,
Mm.
we will correct it. We'll punish also the
Ah,
child. But we don't
oh,
become envious of our child. We forgive the child.
ah,
Why we are
okay.
able to forgive our child and why we are not able to forgive the authority in our temple?
Ah,
Because there is envy towards authority. When our child does, we are not envious, so we can forgive. So this is the
oh,
difference. So
now I
it's not about
understand.
right or wrong. It's about our attitude toward that
Total
person.
attitude, how we see them. If it is out of enviousness, then whatever the small thing they do, we will flare up, Prabhuji,
We get affected by it.
affected by it. Okay. So if
Mm.
it is not out of enviousness, then we will try to adjust and move on, Prabhuji. And
Yes.
maybe, okay.
Then
Thank you
we'll
so
not
much.
mind. It is okay. Let it be.
Actually, continuously for the past 2-3 weeks, Balram Shakti Prabhu in the morning and you after that, continuously you are hitting us, Prabhuji, but we don't know how we are going to get shaped. Really want to get shaped, but it looks very long way to go, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Rukrani Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Sorry, Prabhuji. In continuation with Mataji's discussion only, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you are giving this example of child doing some mischief, some mistake. But that is different, no, Prabhuji. It is not like others doing. Again, there is a relationship with my child. First point. The second point is she is not, our child is not doing something like the other devotees, no, Prabhuji. They will be doing things that is different scenario, that is, no, Prabhuji. How to relate that, Prabhuji? We are forgiving
If
our
you go
children,
to
but we are not
Osama bin,
forgiving
if you
our
go to
other.
Osama bin Laden, if you go to Osama bin Laden
हाँ
and ask his mother, आपका
हाँ
बेटा कैसे? अरे मेरा मुन्ना तो बहुत अच्छा था, लेकिन उसके काला के बच्चे आए थे, उसने बिगाड़ दिया, इसलिए ऐसा हो गया, नहीं तो बहुत अच्छा बच्चा था मेरा. So for
yeah.
mother, na, even Osama bin
Child is a
Laden looks,
child.
looks.
There is a proverb in Tamil. "Takaikum
The
tankunju
point is
pontundi
not about the
porukru."
mistake. The point is about our ego only. If you identify my thing should be always right only. Somebody else is
No, right. We are
responsible.
not saying right now, Prabhuji. See, we are giving punishment also, but
Means,
we are
yeah,
forgiving.
but
No, the sinner is
forgiving
different.
because
I am
he is
saying,
mine.
Prabhuji. But that person is not relative to me. He is some
Ah,
senior or some peers, whatever it is. So that is hitting our ego. Yeah, of course, what you are saying is 100% right only, Prabhuji. Why we are forgiving here? Because there is a relation, and she is not doing something beyond that level. My daughter is, whether it is a son or daughter, my child is doing some different type of mistakes. So we are giving them punishment. But here it is directly affecting us. So it is again, you are saying it is false ego
why
only. It
it
is
is
getting that.
affecting, Mataji? What it is affecting? Affecting our ego only, na? That is called marma points.
But
See,
here
if
my child
somebody
is not doing ego, is not affecting our ego. Na. Something he is doing, we are forgiving.
no,
And that is
no.
what we are
Why?
not,
See,
that way I
I
am
will
saying,
tell.
Prabhuji.
No, sometimes
Ah.
child will give more bad words than outside also. Child will use bad words also to mother. You die, you are the useless fellow, you are stupid. And outside people, even if they heard somebody telling indirectly, also you feel like say, if I go and speak negative about you to third person, you will be upset with that third person also because he heard about me negativity. He didn't speak. अरे कैसे मेरे बारे में negative? Why he is hearing negative about me? You will become upset with him. He didn't even speak. But our child will come and tell, you are stupid, you are useless fellow, you are such a nasty. Everything will work for us. Because the ego thinks this is mine only, not a problem.
My,
But
then that my is coming. Okay.
you are
Oh,
understanding. So even if that person heard, he didn't even speak.
Hmm.
We will feel offended with him. But our child directly comes and speaks on our mouth also, face also. And I have done also with my mother. I made so
I
many
give a
times.
slap and then I will. He will punish anyway, no, Prabhuji. Here, punishment is also not allowed, you know. There I
No,
can
we are
slap
not.
her, no.
No, sometimes it will not slap also. You cannot, after some time you cannot beat also. But still, and they also beat you sometimes. Children will beat
Prabhuji,
parents
sometimes
also.
even the grown-up children, we are seeing, no, Prabhuji, with belt they are doing, they are beating, Prabhuji. In some houses, that is also happening. Even the
In some places,
grown-up
like
children. Yeah.
children come and beat the parents, but parents forgive.
Yeah, that is also happening. No, I'm saying vice versa. The parents are even for
Parents
the.
also beating and children also
Yeah.
beating, but still
Yes,
they forgive
Prabhuji.
each other and they continue.
Yeah, correct. At the end of the day, they'll forget
Why?
and next day
Because
as
ego is
usual.
there. This is mine. We won't.
Mine. So I have to put that mine also there to that person also. Oh,
Mine
he
is
is
because they
mine.
are connected to Krishna, so whatever they
Is
are doing.
mine. I have to forgive and forget and move on. It's like that,
Yes.
no, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult only. We'll practice, Prabhuji. We have to keep on. Yeah, like he is Krishna's close friend. That's all. We have to put that every time. Even when we think in our mind itself, we feel somewhat, seeing that person. We have to overcome that. How to overcome that? Only by chanting and by praying to Guru and Krishna. Like that only we can come out now, Prabhuji, because of the
We have
conditioning.
to associate with people who sees like that, and we'll also start seeing like that.
Uh, Yeah.
Otherwise, that's why we are not able to chant. Na? If you see like that, then you will chant nicely. If you are not seeing, that's why we are not chanting.
Okay. Yes, Prabhuji. So wonderful, Prabhuji. So remaining aparadas also, what is the remedy we'll see. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Anyways, Hare Krishna.
Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandastanam Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you.
Prabhu, yes, Prabhu, the question is, we were talking about one should be very faithful to the holy name, should not be, if the holy name will not respond, if the person is having some other desires and going here and there. So my question is, Prabhuji, if one is having so much faith in holy name, but he should ask only prema from holy name. But if there is some other concerns, like maybe for progress in bhakti, maybe, so can the person ask that to the holy name?
Yeah, he can ask the holy name.
But holy name should not be used for any other purpose. No, only prema should be asked. Is it like that, or anything for bhakti we can ask?
No, I don't go to anybody. Material, spiritual, I only go to holy name. Whatever holy name gives, whether it gives or not a problem for me. I only Maro bhi rakho bhi jo ichha tumhara. Bas Nityadata. I am your servant. Whatever I want, I'll come to you. Children will go to parents for whatever they need. Parents may give, sometimes may not give. But children, they don't go to anybody else. A small child, he will go to mother only. So like that, we should also go to only holy name. Akama sarva kamava mokshakam udaradi tivrena bhakti yogena. I only go to Krishna. I don't go to anybody else.
But if one asks something like for the child going to mother and asking instead of the highest thing, some small toy,
Not a
then
problem. Mother may give, may not give.
but the holy name will tell, okay, take it and get lost. So it
No. If your higher purpose is clear, you tell I want Krishna Prem, but now presently I am interested in my car, I am interested in my house, I am interested in my children's study. Holy name will say no problem. I will see whether it is favorable or not. Based on that, I will give. The holy name will not reject you. The holy name may fulfill the desire, but it may fulfill differently. And generally, what happens is our desires are fulfilled when we don't want. By the time we get detached from the result, then the desires are nicely fulfilled. That's how the holy name does. Like you desire something and you pray to the holy name will fulfill. But you will fulfill when you don't want it. So not a problem, you can ask.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Senior Special Pro, you still have some question?
Yes, Prabhuji. I was just thinking about like we try to one may try to avoid the association of such person, but if that person comes and keeps on passing some remark which is very disturbing, so in that case, how to handle, and if he has that tendency, so how to deal in such situations? Can you just throw some
If
light?
we are getting affected by somebody's words, it is our weakness.
It's again the same thing. We are getting disturbed because of our false ego, basically.
Yes, we have our weakness point that called marma points. So some word, some vibration, somewhere it happened, how it should affect us, why it is affecting us. Because we are identifying with ourselves. That's not.
Very true. Yes, we have to constantly think about this false ego, the root cause.
Yeah.
Yes, we need.
Like say some word somebody told 10 years back also we will remember. Why we are remembering that word?
Yes.
That's the point.
Yes, ultimately, it boils down to the false ego only, that we are getting affected because we are considering ourselves the body and myself, aham. That is the root cause, actually.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you.
Any other questions, comments? We'll see in the chat box. Okay. What is the difference sadhu and guru? Guru is also sadhu, but guru is specifically for us who will help us to practically understand our situation and help us. So he is a guru who is at a practical level. He is there to help us, guide us. So he is our guru. Yes, Gilman.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. In the beginning of the talk today, and you were saying that we have to prepare nicely for the holy name to enter our lives.
Yeah.
So when we are paying attention to the way we pronounce the name, for example, because you're saying that you cannot basically, I guess, create the holy name by our the mechanics of our chanting. But so then when we are pronouncing properly, paying attention properly, what does that actually, since we cannot force the holy name, what is that actually doing?
I am telling we should give holy name as a priority. And we should change our state of mind. Then the holy name will reveal. I am chanting the holy name, but it is ours is a mechanical chanting. But really the holy name to manifest, we should have that state of mind. That is the most important thing. So that's
giving the holy name that importance.
Yeah, we are putting it number one. After all the things in my life, the holy name is the most important thing. Other things are secondary. Anything I am doing, it should immediately think, will it affect my chanting? Then we decide that activity based on, if this affects my chanting, I'm not going to do this activity. So I have problem with a Vaishnava. I had a fight with somebody. I don't want to ask forgiveness. Then we have to check whether it will affect my chanting if I don't ask forgiveness. Yes, it will affect. Then I'll go and ask forgiveness because it is affecting my chanting. So that is the criteria for it. So first criteria is for me this holy name.
And that's what will create the proper atmosphere.
Yeah. Then the holiness is this. The fellow for me is ready to do anything.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions, comments?
And pronouncing, paying proper attention to pronunciation. That's just part of that.
Pronunciation is not important. What is important is our attitude is important.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji.
Regarding when we see
Your voice is very low, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, you can hear me?
Yeah, no better.
Hear me now, Prabhuji?
Yeah, I'm able to hear.
Yes, Prabhuji. When we see some things that is not proper, and if we wish with good intention and with good attitude, as you said, as a mother, if we want to say something to them, but there is a fear that they might take it as offense, like Vaishnava Aparada will happen. So in that situation, what should one do, Prabhuji?
Oh, we should just a minute, 1 minute.
Okay.
See, we should be very careful in this situation. This is actually a very important question. If they are taking offense, now we should be little more careful, because we should not have envy and other things. We have to again verify our attitude, whether I am really free from envy, nindadi shunyam. I am really concerned with that person. That's why I am giving correction, or is there any problem in myself? So we have to verify that before giving corrections to people if they are getting offended because of our action. I may be with good intention, then we should be very careful, and we should not do also sometimes. In that case, if they are like if your counselees or somebody below you, we have to be careful. And if they are your own family members and all, you have to clarify that I didn't mean to do it, but I had to do it. That's why I'm doing it. Like say you have to chastise your child or somebody, we have to tell because you did wrong, and I really am concerned about you. That's why I'm trying to do this. That's why I'm punishing you. So you have to clarify and do it. But outsiders, if they are there, then better not to do it if they are feeling offended. It's a dangerous thing.
Okay. Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji,
Hmm.
direct one scenario can I tell, and can you say what is the correct
Sure,
thing?
sure, sure.
Oh,
I try.
yes, Prabhuji. So we so many things of the temple is there. I think we go and serve in the temple. For examples, like flowers are there. We make garlands and we give it to the Lord. If someone has the thought that I will take this flower to my God in my home, but that is again he's still attached to Krishna. So how to see that, Prabhuji? Like maybe they might take after doing to the Lord, or they might even, because they have that habit, immediately before even making the garland to the deities of the temple, they have the thought that I want to take it to my home, Lord. So how to see this? Is this correct, or is this devotional, or it is little bit contaminated?
Here there is exploitative mentality, definitely, that they are separating their temple and their deities and Lord. One is, another thing is they want to save their money in spending from. If they are doing sufficient service to the temple and then they are want to do it. So this is basically, uh, even though they are serving the Lord, but they have that what do you say, some selfishness, but eventually it will go away. We should not worry about it so much, because at least they are serving the Lord will help them to come out of their conditioning eventually. But this is also one level of selfishness. My deity is my home, and
Hmm.
so there is an exploitative mentality is there, and instead of spending their money, they are taking the money of temple, and so this attitude will be there for many people. So that is a problem.
Yes. So because if someone does like this, everyone wants to follow that also. So that time it will create more problem. No, like everyone wants to come do something and they want to take. So yeah. So if one person is doing and
They
other
have to
is
be
not,
trained. They should have that the training that okay, it belongs to Krishna and temple does not get money. There is nobody earning. Everybody gives donation. And one important thing, na, anything we take free. There is nothing free in this world. We have to take the karma of people who are bringing that items. So if flowers are coming and it came donation with somebody, and if you are taking that flowers, we are taking the karma of that person who brought the flowers. So we should, so they are unnecessarily taking so much karma, bad karma for themselves because of this act. So it's a
yes,
danger for them only. It's not a profit anyway. They are thinking we saved 100 rupees, 200 rupees, but they didn't save 100, 200 rupees. They are actually adding more to their karma also.
but one point you told if they are serving sufficiently. So what is that sufficiently mean, Prabhuji? Because we cannot. Maybe they will think that I am giving. I'm doing so much for the Lord. I'm bringing. I'm giving donation. Like that they will tell. So if that thought is there, then it is okay. Sufficiently they are doing something.
Even if they are doing sufficiently, that is if they are feeling that okay, I did so much and I have a right to take, that is also not right attitude, because
Mm,
it is meant for something else. Let it complete and then maybe you can, if it is remaining extra and that is not used, then you can take. Otherwise we should not take like that.
correct, Prabhuji.
So
Thank you. Yes, Prabhuji. You want to say something?
yeah, see, because the whole mentality is wrong. It's not about taking or not taking.
Mm.
The
That's
whole
it. It's little
mindset is,
disturbing the environment. Others also like.
they are behaving selfishly. So that is going to affect them also. That is going to affect others also. Mm.
Mm,
So we should not hate them. We should know that that is their weakness, and
correct.
they are going to suffer because of that.
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
is.
yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhuji. So if they are the little smaller, younger juniors means I am telling them like don't do this because Shastra has told we shouldn't take from temple. But for seniors, elders, we can't know. So I'm just praying that they will understand one day. Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
In of course, even if they are using for Krishna at home also, still it is temple property. We cannot take on temple property unless you are completely depending on temple, like you are taking salary from temple, that is different. Otherwise, once it comes to temple,
Mm,
somebody who is in charge for that, he should only give. You cannot take it.
mm,
Like
mm,
say
mm.
the in charge for the in charge flower in charge, he can give. Otherwise, it's like stealing only, na.
Correct, correct, correct. Yes.
It is like stealing. If you are not consulting the concerned person and taking, you are stealing it. If the
Mm,
concerned person is giving, that's not a problem.
mm,
You have to tell that now these flowers, now they are under the in charge, whoever is the in charge of the flowers. So then not a problem. If in charge is only stealing, that is a problem.
yes, Prabhu, that is the thing. Yes, yes. Then we are lost. Can't do anything. We have to go to Lord only, or Prabhupada. Yeah.
That's what happens. Like many ISKCON, some of the leaders there themselves are corrupt, so it creates problem for the people below them.
Yes. Okay, Prabhu. Thank you so much. It's very clear. At least my mind is clear now. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, we have question from S. Gail Mataji. You have still question, Mataji?
No, Prabhu. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Anybody else?
Okay, thank you all very much. I will let's continue to Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai Srila Prabhupada.